As of now, the third stacked teaser for Avengers Doomsday has been released. Instead of the Doctor Doom-focused teaser we were expecting, what we got was an X-Men teaser that runs close to 1 full minute. First and foremost, originally, when things were being planned, the third teaser was supposed to be centered on Doctor Doom. A lot of reliable leakers had mentioned this. Just like they said, on this side, it was supposed to be Steve Rogers' story followed by Doctor Doom, but Marvel has apparently expanded things suddenly. So what's coming next is the full Doomsday teaser, which is expected to release in January, after New Year. Basically, the full teaser for the movie is something we'll only see after New Year. So will the Doctor Doom character teaser not come at all? You might ask, why don't they just release the Doom teaser that they already said was cut and ready? According to the leakers, that teaser might still come, but as of now, Marvel doesn't seem to have any plans to release it, maybe after 2 or 3 months. Who knows, they might even release it on Iron Man's birthday. Do they have time for that? There's plenty of time. But out of the 4 teasers they had planned, so far they've released the third one as the X-Men teaser. And in that X-Men teaser, they've revealed some important characters and lightly teased what Doom's plan might be. This feels connected to Brand New Day as well. Doom feels like someone who is searching for children, because along with this X-Men teaser, there are some small but interesting leak details. Overall, the teaser reportedly starts with a very dark tone. It's said to feel like a massive battle already happened and ended badly, almost like an endgame scenario where the X-Men team has completely lost. They've mentioned a dark and somber tone. A hallway is shown, and as the camera slowly zooms out, Xavier's name is written there, making it very clear that this is the X-Men. As the hallway zooms out, it's mentioned that Professor Xavier is present there. Professor Xavier is wearing a black suit with a red X-Men logo. You might remember a while back when a small picture leaked from the production crew's final day shoot. In that image, the updated looks of all the superhero characters in this movie were revealed. The same look that Professor X had there is now presented in live action. Following him, they show Professor Xavier's empty desk with his chair visible behind it. Suddenly, a metal clanging sound is heard. When you hear metal sounds like that, it most likely points to Sentinels, because during the X-Men expansion leaks, it was mentioned that there would be a sequence in Doomsday where the entire team fights against the Sentinels. Maybe Doctor Doom is controlling the Sentinels? We honestly don't know. And we also don't know which universe this is. Is this the same universe as the X-Men films from the 2000s? Or is this the universe Monica Rambeau ended up in at the end of the Marvels? These questions naturally come up, but one thing is clear. A huge fight has already taken place, which explains the somber tone. A lot of mutants may have died or been brutally beaten by the Sentinels. Throughout the trailer, the narration is said to be done by Magneto. Even without seeing him directly, based on the dialogue descriptions, Magneto talks about how death comes for everyone. That day is always approaching. We shouldn't be afraid of that closeness. What matters isn't dying itself, but who we were when we closed our eyes, how we lived our lives. That seems to be the message Magneto is conveying. What exactly it means is still unclear. Magneto isn't someone who fears death. His ideology is about creating a mutant revolution and striking back against what's wrong. That's the Brotherhood's belief. Xavier, on the other hand, wants to use mutant powers to protect humans. In a situation where they're standing against Doom, Magneto's ideology might actually work better. Since the Sentinels are clearly attacking mutants, many people might be forced to follow Magneto's way of thinking. It feels like Magneto is trying to convince Professor X about who they need to fight. Again, this is all based on leaked dialogue descriptions. I haven't seen or heard it directly, but from the descriptions, Magneto seems to be saying they must stand against Doom, or possibly against those who created and unleashed the Sentinels. Whether Doom is the one who released the Sentinels or not isn't clear. We'll only know once the movie releases. This is where we get a shot of Cyclops, injured, falling down, removing his visor, and using his full laser vision. Scott Summers is described as being at the peak of his rage, unleashing his full power. Behind him, Sentinels are teased to be descending, so the shot could either show Cyclops standing against the Sentinels or imply that the Sentinels have already won that battle. The trailer reportedly focuses only on Magneto, Professor X, and Cyclops. In the final shot, all three of them open the X door and appear to be moving towards Cerebro. Then it cuts to the text, "X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday." The entire 1-minute teaser maintains a very dark tone. Compared to this, Steve Rogers' teaser felt much happier. Thor's teaser was also dark, centered around him praying to save his child. It feels like that same dark emotional tone is being pushed heavily into the X-Men storyline. So far, it seems only 3 characters are revealed, but characters like Nightcrawler and Mystique are expected to appear. Whether there will be other mutant cameos is still a question mark. It would be great if there were, since they're clearly expanding things, but it feels like they'll mostly focus on 6 or 7 main X-Men. Why Doom is targeting the X-Men is still unclear, but it does feel like the story will begin with the X-Men. In the first teaser, the story clearly focused on children, Steve Rogers' son and Thor's daughter. If this teaser had also shown a child, we could have concluded that Doom is specifically hunting children, but they broke the pattern. If we had gotten an official Doctor Doom character teaser, there might have been a clear hint, but we missed that. However, because Cyclops, Scott Summers, was teased here, a new rumor has been circulating recently. Many insiders claim that Sadie Sink will actually be playing Rachel Summers, Scott Summers' daughter. This isn't official, but it's being heavily reported by insiders. What is officially confirmed is that Sadie Sink will return in Secret Wars. Not as Doom, she's confirmed for Secret Wars. If she is indeed Scott Summers' daughter, then the whole children theme starts syncing up again. Think about it. Steve Rogers goes to the past and has a child. Thor's daughter is actually Gore's child, resurrected using Eternity's power, and Rachel Summers is supposed to be born in the future. So maybe she time travels into Brand New Day, or maybe Scott Summers himself crosses universes into Brand New Day. These characters don't belong to their timelines. Dead characters, future characters, alternate universe characters. Their presence alone could trigger incursions. If Sadie Sink appears in Brand New Day as Rachel Summers, she could even be the one who accidentally triggers an incursion. That's very possible, especially since Brand New Day is set before Doomsday. So this definitely has to lead somewhere. We don't fully know Doom's plan, whether he's trying to trigger the incursion or stop it. From Doom's point of view, he may actually believe he's doing the right thing. Unlike Thanos, Doom's ideology will likely be more complex. If the X-universe shown is Monica's universe, then technically an incursion has already been triggered. Doom may have attacked the X-Mansion to prevent that incursion. The story could move forward with the idea that Monica's presence itself is the cause. On top of that, Doom is also attacking the universe where the Fantastic Four exist. You would have noticed this during the Franklin Richards Summit. From there, the team's ship is shown heading towards a Thunderbolts meetup. There are also hints that a Fantastic Four portal appears inside the X-Men universe. The actor who played Beast even mentioned in a recent interview that he had screen time with Pedro Pascal, who plays Mr. Fantastic. Based on that, someone like The Thing, Sue Storm, or the Human Torch could appear in our universe, and Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic might have traveled to the X-Men universe. That itself could trigger another incursion. So now we have multiple characters trapped across multiple universes. How these teams come together, and most importantly, how they stop Doom's incursion plan, seems to be the core of the story. That's all the description reveals for now. If the teaser releases in proper quality, we might get more clues. If any of you are watching the Avatar movie this week, don't forget to check whether the Doomsday teaser plays and comment below with your experience. That's it for now. I'll see you in another awesome video soon.